Assalamualaikum and good evening to my lecturer, Madam Dr. Siti NUUR-ILA. So today we would like to present about a group project for a subject classification and filing and an organisation that we choose, which is Jabatan Laut Malaysia.
Okay, for the introduction is a file classification, also known as a file plan, is a tool that allows for classifying, titling, accessing, and retrieving a record. It is presented as a hierarchical structure of classification level and is based on the business activity that generate record in specific organizational business setting. Classification can be defined as a process of organizing file and document into a logical arrangement. What is the objective of classification? The objective is to verify the structural strength and integrity of essential parts of the record. It is also to condense the mass of data in easily assimilable form. The primary reason for classification is to provide an overall overview of how organization information resources fit together. The requirement of a file classification system is based on the following fundamental principle. First is a file classification should be support business or organizational requirement. The requirement is suiting the organization it serves and support activity and decision making of the organization. Second is a file classification system should be easy to understand, use, and maintain. It should be based on logic or common sense. The third is a file classification system should be precise. The fourth principle is a file classification system should be complete and comprehensive. The fifth is a file classification system should be backed up by a procedure manual and training material. What is filing? Filing means keeping documents in a safe place and being able to find them easily and quickly. Documents that are cared for will not easily tear, missing, or getting dirt. What is the importance of filing system? The importance of filing system is helped in increasing efficiency of office because filing helps in providing records in requirement time to make quick decisions. It helps in formulation of future planning. It helps in providing legal proof to fulfill legal formalities. What are the impact or consequences of improper filing system? The first impact of improper classification and filing system is a business efficiency, poor decision making, multiple copy of record. The current issue in classification and filing system is a data model. The data model is a specification that answers the question. The data model is a key interface in the system. Next, the aspect are modifying the archive, although the principal idea of an archive is that records, once ingested, must not be modified. They must be allowed certain kind of information to be added or changed. The choice of preferred data type will require consideration of the loss of fidelity compared with the native form. Considering the use of a derived form will need this information to determine whether to be satisfied with a derived form or to take extra step to interpret the native data type. Retaining one or more derived form will add somewhat to storage requirement, but wise choice of preferred data will probably not increase storage required. It is important to note that manipulating a preserved record is not a common use, so prefer data type that can have much more constraint aim than native data type.
Assalamualaikum. My name is SYAHIRA BINTI Isa. So first, I would like to explain about the virtual visit of the organization, including administration history, vision and mission, organization chart, functions and activities of the Marine Department. First of all is the administration history. So Marine Department is actually a government organization under Ministry of Transport Malaysia, and they are responsible to manage administration shippings and ports, including maritime affairs within Malaysia waters. They actually have three different separated departments, which is Marine Department Peninsula Malaysia, Marine Department Sabah, and Marine Department Sarawak. And starts 1st January of 2011, they are integrated under the Marine Department of Malaysia. So for the vision for this organization is to be leading world-class maritime safety of maritime environment towards 2020. So the mission for Marine Department is to establish maritime transportation system based on national and international safety standard. So the next is about the organizational chart of the Marine Department. So this is only for the top management. It is include Director General of the Sea and Deputy Director General of the Sea, and it is followed by their own units. Example of their units is the Director General Integrity Unit, and followed by Marine Officer and Assistant Marine Officer. So next is about the main functions of this organization. So it is include to ensure merchant ships are in the safe condition and also permitted by the national legislation and also international. They are also responsible to determine the sailors are certified and competent in country and abroad, and also they need to determine the routes and cruise line in our country are in the safe condition. And for last main function, they need to provide high quality and comprehensive courses and training for all positions of Malaysian Marine Department towards high service performance. So the last one is for the main activities of this organization. It is include regulations of shipping laws, registration of ships and license of boats, and also ISM. So it is actually ISM code, which refer to International Safety Management Code, and also ISPS code, verification of international ships and port facility security code. And for others activities such as to provide training and examination, to control and monitor the marine pollutions, and also to implement and monitor the implementation of the international convention.
Okay, next, AQILAH will explain about the housekeeping part. Okay, this is the sample of filing system used by Jabatan Laut Malaysia for housekeeping part. Okay, this is the example of the coding for 100, which is pentadbiran, and include the activity which is teknologi maklumat dan kerajaan elektronik, and also kemudahan which is facility. Okay, next is a fast hierarchy method used by Jabatan Laut Malaysia for housekeeping part. Okay, there are 3 functions which is include is pentadbiran, kewangan, and also sumber manusia. Okay, under the pentadbiran, there are several activity include teknologi maklumat dan kerajaan elektronik. The sub-activity is perancangan dan perolehan ICT, and the transaction is pelan maklumat strategik jabatan. Okay, next is for kewangan. The activity is budget, and the sub-activity is mengurus. The transaction is which is include 3. There is penyediaan bajet mengurus, pindahan peruntukan, dan waran peruntukan kecil. Okay, last is for sumber manusia. Ada sumber manusia, the activities is competency. The sub-activities is peperiksaan, and the transaction is peperiksaan panel subjek jabatan, and also peperiksaan perkhidmatan berjawatan. Okay, next we will show the description for housekeeping file that used for Jabatan Laut Malaysia.
Okay, next we go to the sample of filing system used by Jabatan Laut Malaysia for functional files, which is in the coding of 600 hal ehwal pelaut dan pelabuhan, for the activity pembangunan laut, for the sub-activity kepimpinan program pembangunan pelaut, and the transaction of the file consists of program kepimpinan pembangunan pelaut. Next, we go to the fast hierarchy method for functional files, which is there are 3 functions, consists of hal ehwal pelaut dan pelabuhan, pengurusan keselamatan, and pentadbiran dan pengurusan Institut Latihan Pengangkutan Laut. We go through one by one. For the first functional files of hierarchy method is hal ehwal pelaut and pelabuhan, which is the activity is pembangunan laut. The sub-activity is kepimpinan program pembangunan pelaut, and transaction file is program kepimpinan pembangunan pelaut. By the way, the code number of 600 and above is used by for the functional core business for the agency itself. So the next functional fast hierarchical method for code number 700 is pengurusan keselamatan. For this activity consists of keselamatan pelayaran. Sub-activity is perkhidmatan trafik maritim, and the transaction of the file consists of laporan state trip log A and log B. For the code of 800 consists of the function of pentadbiran and pengurusan institut latihan pengangkutan laut. The activity of this code or function is pembangunan latihan, and the sub-activity in there is rancangan kursus latihan dan penyediaan kalender latihan, and the transaction of the file consists of kursus latihan pelaut atau perkapalan tahun sekian-sekian. All of these function, activity, sub-activity and transaction of the file consists of the description by itself that elaborate all of the particular functions and their own explanation. So this is the description of the functional files according to their code number. As a conclusion, classifying a file based on the category of housekeeping and functional files can eventually facilitate the agency and organization into a good terms and speed up when it's come to the retrieval process. Also, Jabatan Laut Malaysia exactly manage their own records and file into a proper classification and filing system followed by the rules and policy for A&M, which is Arkib Negara Malaysia, in order to achieve a flexible and a great management of records.